Your exclusive radio home of the Utah Mammoth is right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Now it's time to hear from the head coach of the Mammoth, André Tourigny.
It wasn't just a break in NHL action. It was also a break from this very radio show. Coach, how was it not having to talk to us for a couple of weeks?
That was the worst part of it. The break was good, but not talking to you guys, I was missing it.
You missed it.
Yeah. You just made our day, Coach.
Well, as the break sort of hit us, you're not a guy. The light doesn't turn off in your office very often. But were you able to get a couple days of a break, and what did that look like for you?
Yeah, I was able to go back to see my parents, my sisters, and my kids. So my kids play university in Canada, and it was his last regular season game. That was a senior game, so I was able to be there. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So timing was perfect, and his brother came to the game with his sisters. So all the family were all there with my wife. So that was pretty good.
I mean, when you're in this grind and it's such a hard thing, and you know we watch you guys, we think, man, what a great life you just have, and all the great things you get to do. But like the grind is real, and you do miss things in your life. How difficult is that? The sacrifice you guys make that we don't often see.
Yeah, but it goes with the territory. You know, I'm not the kind of guy who will complain about much in that sense. You accept the challenge, you accept the job, and it goes with ups and downs. Same thing on your job, same thing for everybody. You know, there's no perfect scenario in life.
Right.
Everything's come with great things and not so great. So I think I have the best job in the world. So I'm a lucky man.
We're going to get back into some NHL hockey, of course, and we're watching all of these different countries, of course, with a handful of your guys playing for their national teams, and, of course, Team USA and Team Canada. Kels has been on the ice the last couple of games. I don't know what the semifinals are going to look like, but when you watch Team Canada and you've been watching Team USA and some of your guys out there playing, how's it been to see them? Because I know that there's probably some moments, too. You've seen a couple guys get hurt, which is never the thing you want to see, but so far so good on that end. But how is it to be able to watch your guys competing in these types of international tournaments?
That's cool. I think it was good to see Oli Mata have a good tournament so far. He's playing well, the game I watched. And same for JJ, had a very important role with Germany, so good touch. And like you said, Kels is playing the last two games. USA won, so we'll see what the semi will look like. But I think it's exciting to see our guys, and they play an elimination game. It was the same for JJ, and you know, those kind of a pressure game where it's do or die. You cannot teach that. You have all the right advice and all of it, but when you're in it and you really live it, feel it, understand it, I think that is a very important experience for those guys.
Just overall, that tournament in the Olympics has been phenomenal. You saw how competitive it was, where the 7 seed and the 8 seed almost pulled off stunning upsets. The gap is not great between, you know, Canada and the United States and Czechia and Sweden. No. How great has this tournament overall been for the sport of hockey?
No. It's been like that for a few years, and people don't realize how good is the hockey on the international level. A lot of countries are now part of that mix of, you know, Slovakia will not be an easy target, and it's so it's great now. There's more and more players right from everywhere around the world, and make the game even better. There's more and more country who are competing, so that's phenomenal.
Well, now you got to get back to business. Obviously, you guys have been practicing, and we've been able to see some footage of both Alex Kerfoot and Logan Cooley back on the ice again, adding those guys back into a team that had really found a nice groove before the break. How important is that going to be, and how do these guys look?
They look really good, honestly. The fact we had the opportunity to all start together, you know, after the break, everybody start on the same page and get going. And, you know, during the season, you don't have a lot of opportunity to have what I will say quality practice in terms of it's not just maintaining, it's really digging in on certain aspect of the system and on fundamentals and stuff like that. We had that opportunity this week, so that's good to have those guys who missed quite a bit of time to have that opportunity to have those kind of practice. If they would have been anywhere during the season, now you don't have those quality practice when you come back. So I think that will help.
What's the latest on Logan Cooley and Alexander Kerfoot? I know we got reports that they took the jerseys off. They were able to go out there and go full contact.
Yeah, they're full contact right now. They will be reevaluated not tomorrow, Saturday, and we'll see from there that we should have a better indication of their timeline to come back to play.
As the guys come back and as everybody has to sort of get back to reality again after an international tournament that has so much emotion to it. And, of course, the Avs are never going to be an easy out, like ever, especially this year. They are a phenomenal team, but they also have some guys who are coming back from playing from their team as well. And so having to jump right back in and having such a tough opponent, do you like that, or would you rather kind of ease into it a little bit? I guess there's no easing into anything in the NHL.
No. We need to play all those guys. So I think there's all what you mentioned is true, but at the same time, there's stuff we cannot control. So for me, it's more about making sure our preparation is the best it can be, because I believe some team will take advantage of that break, the Olympic break, and some team will take a hit with the break. So we want to be on the right side of it. We want to make sure we are one of the team to take advantage. We have great practice. The guy have the right mindset. There's a lot of smile and work and enthusiasm around the team. We want to keep that going, make sure we're ready for the game against Colorado.
As you look back on what your team was doing before the break, and you can't do anything about the break, everybody's on the same break, but you guys obviously had some tremendous momentum and things were clicking really well. What could you bottle up from that and kind of pick up where you left off? What was your team doing at that point that was allowing you guys to have the kind of successful run that you were doing that you hope to continue when everybody gets back here shortly?
Yeah, I think for us, it's how aggressive we are, and as well, I think we were managing the game really well. I think we were not beating ourselves by trying to do too much. So I think that was really good. But I think for us, it's the consistency. I think we played really well for a really long time. But now we don't want to change anything. We just want to be consistent and keep going. I think we have a long stretch right now where we're playing good hockey. We don't want to change anything. We don't want to change our mindset. We're playing good. We're hungry. We're competitive. We know what's the stake here. We just have to keep going.
Looking at the standings here, of course, the Central Division and the Western Conference is insanely good, especially at the very, very top. So many talented teams, and you guys are sitting right there behind the Stars, and you're in a spot where if it were to happen today, you'd be in the playoffs, but obviously there's a lot more hockey to play. What is the difference of a really good, as you say, a competitive team, a physical team, and a team that can be contending for a playoff spot? Where does your team need to get to be in that spot, or what's the difference of a team that's pretty good versus one that's in the playoffs?
Well, I think that's you find a way to win certain games where maybe you don't have your A game, and as well you don't beat yourself. And if you look, let's take a team like Florida for the last 3 years, it's always the same. So from the puck drop to the end of the third period, they're just coming by wave. They don't change anything. They wear you down, and then at some point during the game, you break, you make a mistake, and whoop, they take advantage, and they just keep. Are they all playing their opponent? No, not really, but they're doing it on every shift all the time. It's just wave after wave after wave of consistency, and at some point, you break one time, you put a knee down, whoop, they take advantage, and a little bit later in the game, whoop, another one. So that's the kind of a mentality you must have. You play against Colorado, as much as it's important to play well and to make good play, if we make too many mistakes, if we break and they take advantage of the time we break, there's no chance. You cannot do it. So it's the consistency in your structure, consistency, the way you apply the structure, and you're managing the fatigue, you're managing the end of your shift, you're managing the way you change, you're managing the puck, you're managing all those little things. It doesn't give the opportunity of your opponent to get in the crack and take advantage of one little mistake.
Before we cut you loose, I wanted to go back to the Olympics real quick because it's going to be an incredible semifinal. Really looking forward to this. As you're looking at the teams that are left, and obviously everyone might be looking ahead to that USA-Canada matchup, but we learned in the last in this last round how you can't take that for granted. But you're looking at this last four. Who do you give the edge to and why?
Oh boy, that's a good question. I will say Canada, US. I
In
think
that
they have
order?
more depth.
In that order, Coach?
No, I won't pick an order on that one.
Oh, you're
Honestly,
wait.
We're about to put you on the record here.
You don't want to offend anybody, do you?
that's exactly that. But I cannot go against Cal, but on the same time, I represent Canada 13 times
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we understand.
on the international level, so I cannot bite the hand who fed me. So
Absolutely.
I will stay on the fans, and I will keep it for myself. But the thing is, it would be great if the both game are really, really high level, and we have two players. We have Kels with the U.S. and we have Oli with the Finns. So I hope both of those guys come back with a medal. Hopefully, the medal they want. But at the end of the day, I think the people who won, it's all us, the fans, watching those games. I think it's a treat. I think we're fortunate, and I enjoy it.
Coach André Tourigny, nice enough to join us on a weekly basis here. We're going to have to get back into the swing of things here, Coach. We're looking forward to what the last part of the season presents to us. We're looking forward to the rest of this tournament and how you guys come back and adjust again to get back into NHL hockey. We appreciate you joining us. We'll talk to you next time, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Have a good
Coach.
one.
There you go.
Back.
Coach Tourigny.